Hi, Leos. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful year. I hope that your 2024 has been going exceptionally well. We're getting into the month of February. We're going to take a look at what your energy is going to look like for this next month. And let's get into it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can catch all of your videos that come out every Sunday. And hit that like button and let's get started. What's the main card for Leos for the month of February? Ooh, the Lovers. We love that for you. Okay, so Leos, you're in your lover energy. You are forging your own path. You are working for your highest good. Oh, goodness. Okay. You are moving forward quickly. We love that for you. Oh, okay. So we get the Lovers and we get the Devil. All right, Leos. What y'all got going on? Okay. So there may be some unhealthy habits, some unhealthy connections that you need to address, that you need to have some conversations about, send some messages about. It is time for you to perhaps intentionally go in and start to disconnect from those things. Clarifiers for the Knight of Swords. This may be a job situation, especially one where you don't feel seen, or you maybe are trying to figure out and make a decision about where to move, the investments to make when it comes to switching up your jobs or switching up your passions, switching up how you make money. You may be needing to gain financial independence and feeling like that is something that is attaching you to a situation and it's time for you to let that go. And you're juggling between two options about how it is to really get that and to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel like you are free in the sun. We have the Six of Cups. To me, I always see this. This is looking on the past, of course, with fond memories, but I think it is also about going back to those childhood desires, those childhood dreams. What is it that you've always wanted to do? What is it that fills your cup? What is it from inner child healing that you realize when you do this, it makes you feel happy, but it also could be something that is a form of income. Oh, yeah, there may be some inner child healing that needs to happen here. This may be the cause of why you feel stuck. This may also be the cause of why you're maintaining some of these unhealthy connections. You may have romanticized maybe seeing a family member in a space or a relationship where they were financially dependent or independent based on someone else. And you may have internalized that. And now you kind of use that as your own framework when it's not working for you. But it's what's keeping you kind of stuck. You're needing to change your perspective about the legacy that you've experienced or that you want to build and the work that's going to need to go into that, the seeds that need to be planted in order for that to come to fruition. Justice. Yeah, it's time to find some balance, find some peace. Allow for some things to kind of work themselves out. We've had Gemini energy with the Lovers. We've had Capricorn energy with the Devil card, and we have Libra energy with and you're up there, the Sun card, Libra energy with Justice. And so, yeah, it's time for things to go into balance. It's time for you to not have to work so hard and carry so many things, pick up so many responsibilities for everybody else. If that's the legacy that you picked up of overworking, of overgiving, of being the person who's always doing everything for everybody else, it's time for that to come to an end. King of Swords, you need to set some really good boundaries. You need to clear some space for your head. You may need to either literally leave this space, leave this location. There may be some father issues tied to this. So there may be some healing that needs to go on with the father, with that Emperor card here. You may need to, especially if your partner, Justice card, if your partner, or if you're in a legal space where maybe there's a divorce or some type of legal ruling going on with a King of Swords, Emperor energy, father, husband, someone who's not very emotionally available but likes to project and to have, you carry the burden of all of this, or you an invitation for you to really step into this energy of needing to be a little bit more detached. It just depends on who you are showing up as in this reading. But that's the energy that needs to be worked through. That's the energy that needs to be balanced. You need to find that space to step back and to make the best decisions for yourself. You need to move on and either create more systems, or you need to move on and address what it is that's going on with that Emperor energy. Your outcome is the Ace of Cups. You may be feeling really emotionally depleted by the end of this month. You're doing a lot of deep work, so that's understandable. You do need to, like I said, it's the boundaries. You got to set the boundaries, move into that Queen of Swords energy. You may not be at a space yet where you're ready to process these emotions, the hurt, the pain, the mourning, the disappointment from what has not worked out for you. And you may be throwing yourself into work and really just focusing on those long-term goals and intentions, becoming the expert in your field. This month gives a really it's a deep month for you, Leos. It's an emotional, I think, month for you. I think that we'll see a lot of balancing coming out. And I think that while mentally and even financially, this will be a really good month for you, I think it may be very emotionally taxing for you, especially as you begin to recognize where these patterns have come from, where these connections have come from, where these unhealthy habits have come from. And as you start to do the work to really re-examine these things, to create better boundaries, to set up a better space for you and your future life, I think it'll be an emotionally taxing experience. I'll just be really honest with you. So I think you need to be extra gentle with yourself, because it does look like you'll be worn down by the end of the month. Your cup will be basically just flipped on its head. And maybe it's because you've done so much work, so much outpouring, so much making space, that now you just don't have the emotional capacity to be able to continue forth in this way. And again, you have to set even more boundaries, because you're still healing, and you know that you need to get to work. You need to be able to go out there and function and be present, and to even be able to excel and go further in your financial space, so that you can actually get to the 10 of Cups, like the new 10 of Cups, the healthy, balanced 10 of Cups. Okay. So set those boundaries. When these people, because there's a lot of people here and they got a lot to say, and they're going to want your time, they're going to want your attention. They don't understand why you don't like what's going on. They thought that everything was good. They don't understand why all of a sudden you're becoming activated or triggered by these experiences that remind you of what it was like when you were growing up, whether you were the provider or whether you were the person doing all of the caregiving, whether you've been put into these kind of dichotomous roles that have one individual doing all of the emotional labor and one individual doing all of the financial labor, and whether you've been subscribing to these things or not, however it's showing up in your life with these patterns connected to this understanding of what legacy is, what it is to be independent, what it is to live your own life, whether it's you feeling like you have to be independent and you can't depend on other people, and now maybe you have an emperor who's coming in, who's trying to hold some space for you, trying to create some balance for you, trying to create some systems that can support you. And, you just don't have the space for it. Your heart doesn't have the space for it, but there's healing that needs to happen here. Healing related to the father, healing related to balance, healing related to this inner mental energy. It has to happen. And this month is going to really push you into this place to get this done. So yes, I will reiterate and reiterate and reiterate. You must be kind and gentle to yourself, because honestly, it seems like a lot of people are pushing you into a space where you're not going to be able to be as necessarily kind and gentle to them. You're going to have to be very firm and upfront and not conflict avoidant or anything like that. Okay, so that's going to be it for my Leos for the month. Kind of intense, but it's going to be fine. You're going to be okay. If you would like a personal reading, you can book that down below. If you'd like some personal time with me for coaching, you can book that down below. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all later. I love you. Bye-bye.